Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pussy, and a proud one too. Like, if somebody came up to fight me, I'm gonna run and start screaming at the top of my lungs while calling the police. Why risk getting my ass beat when I can get the authorities to deal with my problems? I'm trying to be safe. But let's not pretend like we don't have any fears. Being afraid of stuff is completely normal. In fact, we need fears. They help us function through day-to-day life. If we weren't afraid of stuff, we would all be dead. We need fear to survive. Like when we were in your room at night and you wanted to get some yum yums from the kitchen and you opened the door to see the void that is your hallway. Why do you think you decided to stay in your room? Cause you don't know what could be lurking in the dark. Fucking P. Diddy and the Booty Warrior could be waiting to catch you lacking in the dark, so your fear kept you safe. Also, why do you get good grades? So you can have a bright future? No, nigga, we all know that's cap. It's cause if your parents saw your shitty ass grades, you'd getting your ass whooped. I swear, I'd still be learning how to fucking walk if I wasn't afraid of my parents beating my ass for being so fucking stupid. And like I said, bro, I'm a pussy, and I wear that badge with honor. But the fact that almost anything can kill us doesn't help my paranoia or anxiety at all. Like, if I use the school bathroom and I find out the next day that I got booty hole cancer and I only have 2 days to live, that's the fear of death. We could all die at any moment, and we can get killed by anything. We can slip in the shower, we could fall off the bed, we can choke on your food, get struck by lightning, put a fork into an outlet. But my biggest fear isn't necessarily death, but dying from something stupid, like doing a TikTok challenge. You get to heaven and just get laughed at, have all your ancestors ridiculed and kick you out of the bloodline. But even though fear is a normal thing, there are some people out there that have irrational and stupid fears. For example, there's people out there that are afraid of not having their phone nearby. I mean, I can relate, but it's still stupid. Also, there's people out there that are afraid of cats. Garfield? Bro, even I can beat this nigga in a fight. You know you can just punt that motherfucker and you're good. I remember I was friends with this one guy who was terrified of cats. He would run and scream at the top of his lungs when he saw a cat. Also, this guy couldn't pull any bitches. I'm just saying. Also, the fear of big words called... I'm not even gonna try and say that. That's gonna cast a spell on me or something. And the person who created this is a fucking supervillain. I myself have some irrational fears, like the darkness and the future, cause you don't know what the future has in store for you. Will I end up being a homeless crackhead, or will I end up being Bill Gates? Will I ever find love, or will I lose my V-card to my Fubuki body pillow? Or will I die from smoking gas station weed? There's no way of knowing the unknown. Like when you studied for a test and then when you got the test and you realize that everything you studied isn't on the test, you could be having the greatest day of your life. You ask out your crush and she says yes. You buy a lottery ticket and win. You turn on the news and find out that your school got nuked and everything just feels like a fantasy, like a fairy tale. And then you wake up the next day and then you find out you got hacked and your bank account got swiped. You walk out and get jumped by that girl's boyfriend and his gang. And then right when you think that it can't get worse, you get a phone call from your school saying that they finished rebuilding and that you're gonna have to come to school the next day. And at that point, you just wanna stop existing, because what is the point? But honestly, there's nothing more terrifying and horrendous and scary than the world. The world is honestly getting worse and worse, with crime going up every day. You can't trust anyone these days. You never know if that kind man offering you free candy from his windowless van was just trying to be nice, or if he was trying to put you in his basement. You never know. Like when was the last time you turned on the news and you actually heard something good was happening? See? You haven't. It's always murder, illegalizing drugs, new diseases, inflation. I can barely afford ramen noodles at the price it's at now. Imagine I have to start paying taxes and shit. Man, I might as well be homeless at this point, because what is this world coming to? The world is unpredictable and scary place. That's why I'm afraid of it. But one more thing that I'm afraid of are my own thoughts. No! 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 Leave me alone! Leave! No!